Hello, dear listener. You're safe now. And it's time to settle in for the night. Let your body rest, let your thoughts quiet, and let yourself drift back through time to a place of soft cobblestones, warm candlelight, and the gentle hush of the medieval world. Tonight, we'll walk together through the sleepy streets of a quiet French village in the 14th century. Not a place of knights or kings, but of simple lives, of bakers and weavers, children and cats, wooden shutters and mossy stone. There's no rush here. No battles. No loud noises. Only the creak of old wood, the flicker of torchlight, and the rhythm of a peaceful evening long, long ago. Close your eyes. We begin. The sun has just dipped below the soft hills of Aquitaine. The sky glows with a gentle purple, fading into a deeper blue. A village, not large but well-worn and familiar, nestles between wooded slopes and winding paths. The houses are built of timber and wattle, with steep roofs covered in wooden shingles or rough red tiles. Some homes lean slightly, their old bones creaking in the breeze. Smoke curls lazily from chimneys, rising into the cooling air. There's a soft earthy smell here, of hay and bread and well-trodden paths. Chickens murmur in a coop. A dog turns in slow circles before lying down near a low stone wall. A woman closes her shutters for the night, pausing to look at the sky. It's quiet now. The fields have emptied, the oxen are stabled, and even the crows have gone to sleep. You step softly down the dirt path, your feet brushing dry leaves and small stones. No one is in a hurry. In this village, time drips like honey. A tranquil 14th century French village at dusk, nestled between low, forested hills. Small timber-framed houses with thatched or shingled roofs, wooden fences, curling chimney smoke, a dog lying beside a stone wall, and a soft lavender sky. Narrow dirt roads with scattered chickens, early evening candlelight in windows. Style, warm cinematic realism, soft shadows, golden hour glow. Midjourney V6 or Leonardo AI. Aspect ratio 3:2. As night settles, the village takes on a golden warmth. Candles flicker through oiled parchment windows. Lanterns hang from beams by doorways, their faint glow casting sleepy shadows on the cobbled paths below. The road curves past the baker's cottage. Even now, the scent of flour and yeast lingers in the air. He'll be up again long before dawn, kneading dough with thick, calloused hands. Further down, there's the cooper's workshop, barrels half-built, tools laid neatly on a wooden bench. The door is closed, but you can just make out the soft humming of a lullaby from within. A baby, perhaps, rocked by a tired mother as she winds flax around her finger. The air cools gently. A breeze nudges a wooden sign that creaks faintly, an inn, though small. A pale cat sits beneath it, blinking slowly, too sleepy to chase the moths that gather. You walk slowly step by soft step, past crates of dried herbs tied in bundles, a wooden bucket left beside a door, and firewood neatly stacked. Everything feels like it's been here for a long, long time, and everything is winding down for sleep. Evening in a cobbled medieval street, 14th century France. Parchment-lit windows glowing gently, crooked timber houses leaning inward, a wooden inn sign swaying gently, a pale cat sitting below. Bundles of herbs hang near doors, a cooper's tools, a stacked woodpile, soft lantern lights spilling over old stones. Style, storybook realism with warm ambient lighting, painterly details, dusk tones. Aspect ratio 16:9. Through one low window, you glimpse a family gathered by the hearth. Their supper is simple, a thick vegetable stew, bread from earlier that morning, and perhaps a bit of cheese wrapped in linen. The fire glows low, casting golden rings on their faces. A small girl dozes in her mother's lap, her hands sticky with honey. There's no rush here, no loud laughter, just the soft scrape of spoons, the hush of gentle conversation, and the slow crackle of logs burning in the hearth. In another home, an old man sits alone with a candle and a psalm book, mouthing the words quietly to himself. His fingers trace the edges of the worn parchment. The flicker of flame reflects in his eyes, though he hardly notices. Outside, the silence grows. Even the frogs in the distant marsh have gone quiet. You walk on, as though wrapped in a quilt of old wood, warm earth, and ancient peace. Interior of a medieval French cottage at night, family around a hearth eating stew. Wooden table, simple pottery bowls, child sleeping in mother's lap, firelight casting soft shadows, rough wool clothing, wooden beams, herbs hanging from ceiling. A separate quiet room with an old man and candlelit psalm book. Style: cozy interior realism, soft firelight ambience, storybook texture. Aspect ratio 4:3. Past the edge of the village square, you find the well. It stands quietly, surrounded by moss-covered stones, its pulley hanging still. No one draws water now. That will come with morning light. Near it lives the weaver, an older woman with thick fingers and a careful touch. Even now, her loom is half-threaded. She will finish tomorrow, a patterned wool cloak for the mayor's wife. She keeps her dye pots sealed beneath the stairs. Blue from woad, green from nettles, yellow from marigold. The whole village wears her colors. In the fading light, you can see a piece of linen hanging to dry on a line, catching the last breath of warmth before night fully arrives. A moth flutters gently, circling a candle in her window. A quiet medieval well beside mossy stones, still pulley and rope, night shadows creeping in. A weaver's cottage nearby, loom visible through an open window, cloth on a drying line, candle glowing within. Dye pots, bundles of wool, marigolds in a garden. Style: tranquil night realism, soft focus, ambient lamplight, poetic detailing. Aspect ratio 3:2. Now, the village is nearly silent. The hens are still. The carts have stopped. One by one, shutters are closed. Doors are latched with soft clicks. Inside the homes, families tuck into straw-stuffed mattresses, covered in wool blankets. A child whispers something sleepy to her brother. Their parents murmur good night from across the room. There are no ticking clocks, no street lamps, no sirens. Only the creak of a beam, the sigh of a tired wind, and the gentle hush of the world folding into itself. You pass by the small chapel, its bell long since rung for evening prayers. A single candle glows in the window beside the altar, not for ritual, but for comfort. A lullaby floats from one cottage, soft and slow, almost like a hum. The kind of song sung not to entertain, but to soothe. The village sleeps. And soon so will you. Medieval French village at night, every house closed and softly lit within, dark blue sky, gentle candlelight through wooden shutters, children sleeping in shared beds, wool blankets, chapel in the distance with single window glowing. Peaceful lullaby atmosphere. Style: dreamy bedtime realism, soft glows, painterly haze, hushed tones. So now, dear listener, let your thoughts rest, just like the weaver's shuttle. Let your breath slow, like the wind settling over the hills. You're safe here, among old stones and soft hay, in a village that has known sleep for hundreds of years. The cobbled paths are quiet. The cats are curled. The candles flicker lower and lower still. You can imagine yourself inside one of those timber houses, tucked under a heavy blanket, listening to the soft breath of the night, to the distant hoot of an owl, to the sighing wind in the chimney. Let the past hold you gently now. It's okay to drift away. The sleepy streets of this medieval village will still be here, waiting when you return. Good night.